Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tale of two storms. And yes, it is a double entendre. I have been awake since midnight. I've had 2 beers, 2 shots of whiskey. And I just got done listening to The Clash and London Calling. And as a sign and precursor that we're about to go through the Eris solar conjunction in a week or less, into a Venus retrograde, that Comet Atlas is breaking up with his girlfriend, possibly. New observations of the interstellar comet have revealed that it's fragmenting. Atlas, I do believe. My guess is Space Force or the Sun zapped it like it was Comet Ellen, but better, cooler, and kinder. All right. And people out there might be like, hey, man, give me my doom. I'd be like, well, this is Asteroid Fight Club, and I am the T, your Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7. So I give you some danger. Especially thanks to my buddy for keeping us top of our game. Great weather guy. Keep an eye on this one. Once it enters Northern Virginia, it starts to take the dive, because we got a tale of two storms. I believe I mentioned that earlier. And now, I'll tell you more about it. Y'all are talking about local politics, and I'm trying to remind you that we have a cosmic dance happening in our solar system this year in 2020. Though Isaac Newton says, beware, using the universe like a celestial clock, I am just happening to note that, like, with the Eris alignments, the Pluto alignments, the Saturn and Jupiter, and Saturn and Jupiter are giant-sized storms. And then Venus, like all these players on their table, right? And so everybody's been talking about the P word, plague. And then other words like G5, 5G, or slow Thanos, Eris Discord. And Pluto's a bit of underworld. What's it talking about? And then Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury for sure. All right. Someone said, is this picture code? And it's like, yeah, it's code for Eris is a month. You should take, like, hey, Loki is going to show up. Or maybe not even just Loki, like a bunch of Lokis are going to show up and be like, how can we take a good place and make it a bad place? Or just not a very happy place? Or like, hey, we got a lot of problems to deal with right now. What kind of place? And so the low that looks like it's been ripped in half and now it's a 2-part storm that is moving over the East Coast. That is the undercard for what I believe to be the Eris event of April, which I think is this storm, or maybe it's the other one. I don't know, but it's moving in off the coast. And this kind of looks a bit like a water eel, like a deep sea eel, I guess. And is that a big smile? Who can say such things? And 2020 is like a living, breathing Asteroid Fight Club meeting. The streets of New York are empty today as the death total, the body count from coronavirus, has reached the highest. Like, this many people died in a single day. Well, technically it's 7 behind 9/11, which is like 3,000 people. But it's like 700 a day. And so, I mean, New York City exceeded the death total of 9/11 a while ago. And so, if you're thinking those math numbers, you know, like we're 3 9/11s in, but it's taking place over a 3-week span. I don't think I said that as well as I should. Boris Johnson, who was the Prime Minister of England, and England is associated with MI6 and James Bond 007, he has the coronavirus. So yeah, things are weird and very DEF CON Asteroid Fight Club-y on every level. And so I recommend teamwork, but it's very Guardians of the Galaxy like. I don't know, man. Eris can try and screw everything up in April, so everybody just be cool, play good defense. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, DEF CON 007 CV, baby. And I ain't wishing harm on anyone in thoughts or actions. Live and let live, and let the best plan win. Give me a good plan, or GTFO, baby. And all the planets are rotating around the sun, which is like a giant ball of light that is shaped in a perfect hydrostatic equilibrium. It gives us light every day. And if you look up at the sun, it changes every day. And it interacts with the clouds in the sky. The sun is like super magic that nobody can totally explain. It's starting to wake up. And I do believe the plague is interconnected with the deep solar minimum we've been going through. And that, so one of our saving graces, if we get a miracle when the sun does wake up, every 11 years since we've known, we get like solar minimum, solar maximum cycles. And so when the sun does wake up, we may have hope that like cosmic rays may help kick the shit out of the strength of whatever this thing is that is attacking everybody. Am I making any sense? Yeah, drinking is up, and the seasonal clash is strong this year. A well-timed final polar release of winter to the mid-latitudes, along with the early and warm summertime advances we've seen throughout March. That may be a run-on sentence. I don't know. Or that may just be the most... I just cough. But don't worry, it's from vaping. And that vaping was probably some magic Willie Nelson CBD gel oil I got when I traded in 3 beans to the beanstalk guy. And it, wasn't going to go quietly. Wait, what? What was I talking about? Okay, so you got a cold pattern, block pattern, and we got a big, heavy shot of cold coming in. Could be the biggest, heaviest of the winter. Who knows? It's 2020. Things are totally wavy legit. And so we're in severe weather season, which will then go into hurricane season. And we got a big seasonal clash happening. It's almost like Easter and Christmas are fighting. And I'm like, why is everybody always fighting all the time? I did a show back in the day on my channel called Thor Talks to Women, where I'd sit down with 2 intelligent ladies and I asked them 100 stupid questions. And it's funny. And dude, I would like to do one with Selena Gomez and Ariana Grande. And episode 1 would be titled, I'd like the 2 Cancers, please. Because their astrological sign is both, at least the sun sign is Cancer. So it's like a funny joke, plus a double entendre. Okay. That was, if I was going to have a commercial, I guess that was a commercial. There you go. We got a crazy storm, a hailstorm. I don't know if we all pray and get cool with the energy and have a good day. Maybe, I don't know, today's a good drinking day. It's James Bond Day. Good day to say prayers and try and think good thoughts, plus listen to rock and roll. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, highly recommend. Our 2 disturbance complexes continue to drive down the northeast quadrant of the advancing ridge. So yeah, I don't think we've hit peak plague, bro. Yo. So on top of that news, I'm like, hey man, also, there's a corridor of enhanced probability. Check out Cranky with a Guy's blog, or definitely follow him on Twitter. Because April's going to be one of those, hey, I should check in for the next 2 months on what holy shit weather is happening around me. Just giving you straight up whiskey talk. And this is going to be high and tight. And so tornadoes may or may not be part of the action, but hail. Hey, man, if we all say a bunch of prayers and do a bunch of cool dances and the storm is a bust, and that's fine. We got the next week to worry about. Plus, good energy and the power of positive thinking or the power of negative thinking. I'm going with positive, though. Today, for sure. Absolutely love you. So, I keep hearing Wall Street say that they're going to do everything they can to open Willy Wonka's chocolate factory back up and then back it backwards 3 months to the world before everything changed. But changed it did. And so as New York has hit its highest amount of deaths, which for supposedly just the whole coronavirus, that like 400 people die in New York every day, if the statistics are correct, So just from the coronavirus alone, even if it's now doubled the normal that any would happen. And if I do the math correctly, if I understand things, it's like now from one person who's died in a square mile, it's now 2 people are averaging dying in a square mile. Like a square block in your town, just having it's getting worse. We gotta figure out a way to do everything better. At the direction of Governor Greg Abbott, Texas governor, Texas state parks will be closed to the public effective at the close of business Tuesday, April 7th, in order to maintain the safest environment for visitors, volunteers, and staff. That's Houston. And so, I'm definitely highly recommending playing as good a defense all month of April on a weather level, on a plague level, and just on a person and town, city, civilization level. We have not gotten to the worst yet. We don't even know when the worst of this play. This has only been ongoing for 2 or 3 months. So, the majority of the energy, it used to be politics, and now it's mostly about the stock market, and that we need to be solving problems, make sure the lights stay on, the water stays rolling, running, people stay fed, and we all stay cool. Okay, the world definitely needs a new plan. Hopefully that won't trigger you, but we need a big new plan that works best for everybody. Because getting to affordable food, housing, healthcare, and energy for all doesn't have to be such a war, strife, and confusion-stricken process, y'all. That's how I feel. And I would like to get to the roaring 20s, where we all prosper together as soon as possible. That's going to take about 7 to 9 months of us all hitting on all cylinders and growing the fuck up. And for me personally, I've still got 2 more Juno and Pluto conjunctions before the great Saturn and Jupiter conjunction of 2020. Eris is in the mix all year. And so on paper, the odds of me surviving are low. I'm cool though. So this is your April 7th, 2020 whiskey and beer update. I give it to you as best I can, baby. I hope you enjoyed it, or at least appreciate it. And now I'm probably going to play guitar and drink another beer. It's one of those days. Don't judge. I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm going to have a good day either way, or I'm going to die trying. All right. God bless y'all. Thank you for being cool. I'll talk to you guys in the near future, probs. Peace out. God bless everyone. Stay cool. Pretty please. Thank you. You're cute. Okay. Gotta go. Maybe alcohol does affect us in ways. People say those are spirits. But do all spirits have to be bad? Anyway. Okay. It's like I forgot how to say goodbye. Okay, you say goodbye first. Well, you'll still be with me in my heart. All right. Talk to you soon. You're cute. True story.